I will say, even liking this game a lot more than Ocarina of Time, the intro's just not as iconic. I mean, it's hard to compete with fucking a boy who, after battling evil and whooping its ass, got lost in the woods and turned into a skeleton. A secret and personal journey. He goes out looking for a friend. They never really say who, but I mean, it only makes sense that it would be Navi. Because, I mean, Sari is going to be in the woods. She's a sage, all that shit. Boy didn't have any other friends. And then, yeah, there was that noise right there, the fairy sound. And then I don't remember if it's confirmed in the Historia or in one book or another. I have to legitimately read those. I've looked through the Historia a lot in like the 10 plus years that I've owned it. 12, 13 years, however long it's been out. But I've never properly read it, and especially not the encyclopedia. One of these days I need to sit down and just read them by candlelight, like some straight up real books. Because there's a lot of, extra detailed insight. And it's nice to see the choices that they make, the retcon decisions and whatnot. But yeah, I want to do a video on my setup eventually, but that'll take like some real camera work and stuff that I'm not going to be doing for a while. Real simple though, basically my Wii alongside every other AV console goes into a AV switch, which itself runs out into a splitter, which one runs into the AV signal that I'm looking at, just my fucking old flat screen showing it as it should, and the other one gets run into the same HD split setup that everything else does. You two fairies did great, we robbed them. Hey, didn't I sell you a mask? These green kids always got weed on them. Stop stereotyping him, Skull Kid. No, yeah, see, now they got the straw pattern on him. He'll just be doing this shit for a while. I think someone made a mod of like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, where Zelda will just be doing this shit. You can't tail? I mean tattle. No, yeah, tail. What would you do if you dropped it and broke it? That shit's magic. Bro just immediately fucking put a stranger's musical instrument just in his mouth. So right off the bat, it's, it starts off much quicker. It's an equally cinematic experience as Ocarina of Time. But we go straight into an action scene and we're already equipped. We got Epona, we got a sword, we got a fucking shield. Shit's, we're ready. But no, yeah, once I get my CRT back, up out of storage and shit, it's just a matter of just plugging the already set up AV cables into it and we're good. I like to think of Majora's Mask sort of, as like early DLC, I think it'd be cool if they remade Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on like a new 3D engine and they ran them as like the same thing though. Imagine being able to fast travel between Hyrule and Termina just using the Ocarina. That shit would be dope. Boy's tripping. Boy's playing Earthbound. Now that's another game right there. On a cartridge and everything. What's with that fucking dumbass horse of yours? I tried to fucking Skyrim jump it up some mountains and it fucking died. Did you a favor and got rid of it. He sold it to a farmer. Oh no. Oh, come on now. I can't read that fast. Yeah, Majora's Mask. The game and the mask, you know, the thing itself. What it is, what's up with it, I don't know. It's an ancient evil fucking tribal thing is really the most we get out of it in game. It's like some kind of fucking demon sealed up in it that can do shit like this, give you fucking nightmares. Which, you know, right off the bat, even if it's, you know, some people think that this game is still visually pretty eerie looking, and I agree. The Ocarina of Time engine, I'm an advocate, especially in the modern day 2020 something, you know, of the old school look. PS1 games, especially old school foggy shit. That's why like Silent Hill is so scary. I mean like the OG PS1 Silent Hill. The ugly ass artwork, and then you load up the game. God forbid your fucking game scratch, because that's another thing with these games. You never knew what the fuck. Like, is that supposed to be happening, or did my game just fucking you know, just by itself? Like, whoa, Skull Kid, wait for me. I thought we were friends. I got you now, bitch. I fucking hate Tattle. Like I said, you know, everybody hates Navi, but nah. If I wasn't bullying you, I wouldn't gotten separated from me. Deku, you piece of shit. You fucking green little curly-haired fuck. What? Oh, never mind. You're not that Deku. And I guess because you're a Deku scrub, you can fucking bring plants to life. I guess that's what the logic of that is. Yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff, but this is cool, you know, it gets you right on the gimmick right away. You run around as Link a little bit, and then it's just like, oh, you're a different character, bitch. I apologize. Alright, well, that's okay. I'm just a dumb little bug. Nah, Tannel's just always talking shit. She's equally as useless, I guess, as Navi. Yeah, same old thing. I don't remember. I think this did need the expansion pack, right? Or it might not have, just because, you know, they wanted as many people. They wanted it to be as accessible as possible. But it's significantly smaller than Hyrule, scale-wise, content-wise. But you get a pretty equal amount of gameplay hours from it, because they really crank up the overall, I guess, the difficulty of it. I don't want to say the challenge of it. The puzzles are, you know, as intricate as they've been. But they'll be a little more unforgiving with just, like, some of the mechanics. This is the Dark Souls of Zelda games. Isn't Dark Souls just the Zelda of fucking, like, popular AAA gaming, though? I guess Zelda is already that. But, you know, who wants to own a Switch, though? Even non-Nintendo fans I know who do play, who do have a Switch and like Breath of the Wild and stuff like that, they don't really fuck with it. Not as much as like every other game. But that's, you know, that's part of the thing about being exclusive to Nintendo. The consoles just aren't as, I don't want to say they're not as popular, obviously they are, it's just, you know what I mean? I'd much rather, I don't spend all day on my Switch, or even on my Wii U for that matter. I do on my Xbox, but I haven't played a game on my Xbox in fucking days. And yet here I am playing a fucking 20-something-year-old Nintendo 64 title on an equally 20-something-year-old fucking console. I guess not. The Wii's not 20 years old quite yet. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? That's like probably the most iconic, most used quote from this series. Just because this game is so edgy, you know. I own the Happy Mask shop. People really like this game. Don't think me rude, but I've been following you around, kid. I don't think you rude. I think you kind of creepy, though. Yeah, we saw, like I said, the Happy Mask salesman at the end of Ocarina of Time. We started doing all that. But the masks did basically nothing. But here, the dude's like magic. He can change you back to normal after Majora's Mask did his shit, which was in his possession anyway. He wants you to just fucking kill him, get it back. I must leave this place in 3 days because he knows what's gonna happen. How grateful I would be if you could bring that shit back to me. And that lets us effectively actually start the game. This is where the game will go on from now on. Same little fucking New Day medley. That dude's fucking creepy. Yeah, no shit. Even if we never sleep, that's only like an hour and a half game time. I think it's like 2 hours, 3 hours, I don't know. But you know, you can slow things down too. Great Fairy will know what to do. I guess fairies just know these things. So Navi's like specifically a forest type of fairy. There's the racist dog. There's fucking Pikachu. I guess I should have listened to what they said. They just want to go to the fountain though. They'll say the shit again. This game was pretty pioneering though. Especially for like console games by way of you know, NPC routines. This isn't just like fucking Ocarina of Time where this motherfucker was just running up and down the stairs and shit over and over again. This is the motherfucker's fucking 7 a.m. route, you know what I'm saying? This is this fucking racist dog's early morning routine, you know? Some people are more dynamic than others. Like these motherfuckers just be juggling, but still, that's what they do. They juggle all day. That makes that much more impactful now. Because now they're not just another NPC that does this shit all day. They're NPCs that do this shit all day while this fucking lady's going to get the fucking groceries and this kid's being fucking discriminatory. Hey, you fucking weird brown tree kid, get away from me. We don't want you in our club. The old man that lets us play with them as long as we don't tell our parents says that we shouldn't trust people like you. Oh, that's terrible. And this code's already generated that this kid asks you. I think there's ways to like figure it out. I don't know how all that works though. What are you doing? I'm chit-chatting. I'm cutting people into the game. It was a pretty big deal though for, you know, Nintendo 64, for 2000 especially. I mean, just in general though, you know. Yeah, you get to really see this shit in depth. They really wanted to show you this shit. Compare this to, you know, Hyrule Castle Town. Comparatively though, you know, this is like Hyrule Castle Town, Kakariko Village, the fucking Kokiri Forest, everything crammed together into one fucking thing, you know? And yeah, it's just more functional, so, you know, it really makes the world feel more full. It's the thing that I think makes, you know, a game like Skyrim better than a game like GTA 5 or Red Dead Redemption, for example. Because, yeah, I understand these games are much huger, but Skyrim packs a good little bit more shit into, you know, every little thing that it does. Comparatively, Termina's not quite as big as Hyrule. Not quite as many towns, and everything is a little more localized, a little more clumped together. But it's all packed better that way. And it just seems bigger, I think. Tattle, you bitch, what have I told you? Are you harassing this boy? No wonder you're looking for Navi. They gave the Great Fairies like some different hair colors, a little more detail. They gave everyone a little more detail. Everyone's a little more... What's the word? The models are a little more textured. There we go. The lights are a little more light. The dark's a little more dark. I love the aesthetic of like N64 games. Nostalgia aside, it just has like, you know, this fogginess, this fucking blurriness. It's effective. It's really good for like scary stuff, like I said. I watch a lot of Markiplier, as a lot of people do. And a lot of like the scary games that he plays, a lot of the indie games and shit like that. A lot of people make a point of, developing PS1 looking games because the aesthetic is spooky. And this game is scary for like a similar reason. Not bad for a Deku scrub. Hey, we're called tree people now, kid. You need a code. Maybe I'll tell it to you if you run some drugs from us. Or for us, I mean. You gotta find me and all my boys by morning. This is easy enough, though. You can hear the motherfucker stepping around all childlike. There's like one in each wing, or I think there's two in this one. I don't quite remember. I know there's one on the roof. He like jumps off with the chicken, though. The one you just heard. Yeah, see? Jump! The hotel with Anju, a lot of stuff goes on here. And yeah, see, like every door you go into, unlike Ocarina of Time, this has a little more reason to exist. It acts more organically, it lets you fucking get a shortcut up out over here, but you're gonna be coming back here to talk to people, you know, as you're learning their routines and doing mass quests. It's just so much cooler, you know? You had basically no incentive other than your own curiosity to talk to people in Hyrule. Kakariko Village was probably the most interesting place, like in terms of NPCs per, square foot, but you really got nothing out of it. That was really only the ones, you know what I'm saying, who gave you something in return for talking to them or doing quests for them and shit. Everything else was just generic because there was really nothing to gain out of talking to these people. So it seems a lot more lively by comparison. But there's other factors, though, to consider between the two games. Overall, I mean, Zelda's, or Ocarina of Time's got more dungeons, more temples. And, I'd be lying if I said the Forest Temple, aesthetically, fucking, technically, everything wasn't one of my favorites. Damn, I'm at a loss right here. Oh, no, yeah, he was over here, too. Fucking... I knew I heard some kid fucking stepping around. So there's two in the starting area, two in the next area, and then one in that other side. If only you weren't a fucking dirty tree person. You know what? Just go back to calling me a Deku scrub. I'll only teach you the code once. You better not be recording this and showing this to people. 53 is 412th. Wow. You just spit on me, you fucking little racist bitch. I already forgot it. Was it 53 or 43? Oh, Lord. Well, it's only one or the other. I think it was 53. Oh, that's right. I didn't want to let you in because you look different than the other kids, but I will. Thanks, racist toddler. You're the best. What is this game teaching people? This game's also a lot better to replay because the game is inherently designed to be, quote-unquote replayed. You're going through the same 3-day cycle over and over again. They didn't want to slow you down with a bunch of nonsensical obstacles. So that makes even just picking it up and playing it, just getting through shit real quick if you already know what to do. And like I said, there's not much else to do besides this, so you may as well dance the night away. Remember, kids, if a strange straw man asks you to dance with them until dawn, you probably want to say no. And you don't have to do this. You could just be exploring. You could just run the timeout normally. But I've already played the game. I already know that there's, not much to do. You can do that later. Outside, it seems to have gotten kind of dangerous. I don't think I want to dance anymore. Bye. It's a nice little tune, though. The music is on par, though. That's, N64 Zelda music. Gandalf, the child predator over here. Oh, the little boys didn't tell you anything about what we do over here, did they? I told them I'd beat them. I mean, hello. Oh, you're much more polite than that other dirty forest dweller that was in here the other day, the one with the mask. Do you know him? The ill-mannered troublemaker from the other day said he'd break my fucking shins if I kept talking like that. I would too, old man. He said he'd steal my moon's tear. There was no stopping him. He smoked the last of my rock. I'm clean now. By no choice of my own. Isn't that awful? Just look, he's still out there, smoking my crack on top of the moon. How'd that boy get up there? I mean, on top of the clock tower. I'm sorry, I'm high. Yeah, you know, just looking at the my monitor and looking at my TV right here. Even with my TV being way lower fidelity, it's just so much nicer, the raw signal. I can't tell if there's like an additional fuzziness on the display, which I think it's just from it being stretched out. So yeah, that's all you have to do really. Join the bomber so you can get up over here and get the moon tier rather. Literally cried that shit. Trade it for some fucking land, some property. The aesthetics are real different too though. I mean, you can see the action buttons, the C buttons, they're all a lot shinier. This dude's out here praying to God and shit like, no way, child, no way, kid. The end of the world won't fucking stop me. Bro goes right back to praying. Popped a perk 30, got straight to fucking. That shit fucking kills me every time. Yeah, they got shit all shiny looking though. The pause menu's a lot snappier. And then yeah, you get a whole ass other subscreen now for your masks. This is my private property. This is my own private domicile, and I will not be harassed. Bitch. And unlike Ocarina of Time, where you just got the 8 masks, which basically didn't have any effect, you know, there was basic, you know, dialogue type of shit you could get with people, but... Ah, that stone. I haven't had that kind of rock in years. That fucking blue shit. And yeah, that basically gives you the fucking legal right to use this fucking thing. Fucking Deku politics. Yeah, you got some dialogue stuff, like if you fucking wore a Goron mask to a Goron, they'd be like, hey, that's racist. But otherwise, the only mask that actually really did anything was the Mask of Truth, which just gave you fucking... I got caught up trying to get all those, learn some shit. Whereas here, you get many more masks, each with like, you know, dedicated effects. Some smaller than others. Or some more minor than others, rather. And yeah, this is their fucking Moon Festival or whatever the fuck it's even called. Fucking Clocktown New Year. And this isn't even completely necessary, actually. There's ways to get up here, you know, but if you want to do it the legit way, if you want to do it the clean way. Shut the fuck up. Bro's scuffling. Bro is scurrying up them steps. Fucking final boss time already? Now see, this is what I like. You just straight up rush to this motherfucker. Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon. Hurry, the 4 who are there, bring them here. Shut up, bitch! What? Hey, this is an E-rated game. You can't physically abuse us. Even if they were to come now. Who's they? You're acting like I should have learned something in these 3 days. Motherfucker's just been up here the last 3 days telling this fucking poor dude about how he's gonna spirit bomb the moon on some people. Why are you telling me these things? No. Spit at this fool. Bro, I had a mid cutscene too. Give me that shit. Give me my ocarina. Give me my little hand flute. Yes. Princess Zelda gave you this precious instrument in the last game. That's not the game we're playing anymore. And yeah, see, you still have the Ocarina of Time. You are already leaving this land of Hyrule, aren't you? Well, yeah, bitch, you time traveled me. What do you mean already? Do you have any idea what that means to me? Even though it was only a short time, I feel like I've known you forever. I'll never forget the days we spent together in Hyrule. It was literally 3 days, and I believe in my heart that a day will come when I shall meet you again. What a thing to say to a kid after fucking like a 7-year time traveling journey. I'm praying that your journey is a safe one. Time must just be fucked up for Link, this dude's... Because this is a grown-ass man you're talking about, right? Gotta relearn the Song of Time in case you forgot it. If you play the Song of Time, she will aid you. The goddess of time? Is that Hylia? What are you doing, lost in memories? Getting that old dirty fucking flute ain't gonna help shit. Why are you green? Bro played that shit off time as fuck. And that's how you save in this game. No pausing, no saving where you want. You gotta fucking get rodeoed, drugged by a horse. Are you telling me he relives this every time? They just give us the benefit of skipping it, but Link has to do this shit every time? Gotta get choked out by this fucking stranger, Shigeru Miyamoto. Link, what did you do? But yeah, other than that shit I said earlier about Majora's Mask, you know, and the creature within, whatever it is, Majora, we don't really know much about it. Some people think that it's got something to do with the Dark Tribe or whatever the fuck that's alluded to in Twilight Princess, who made the fused shadow. But there's no... that's all just conjecture as well. What are you anyway, you fucking weird green magic kid? The mask salesman said that if you got that precious thing back that was stolen from you, you could return to normal. Did you forget that, you fucking moron? No? I'm waiting for the cutscene to end, bro. Damn. You're the one talking to me. I sure was. Alright, don't forget this song and me playing it wrong the whole game, bitch. This isn't Saria's song. Okay? I don't want to hear shit from your lawyers. "2D Zelda will be a whole ass different thing. I'll play them grouped off differently." That's the great thing about Zelda, is it doesn't really matter how you play them. There's a melody that heals evil magic and troubled spirits, turning them into masks. That's fucked up coming from a guy with a bunch of masks. Like, what did this dude do? Did he do this to people? And yeah, these old sound fonts are very scary too. It's when you can't sample high fidelity like live audio, you gotta fucking do some computer shit to copy it. You get some scary freaky noises sometimes. And you know, the human eye, the human brain is like really good, especially at like, it's overly good at seeing faces and things like that. So it'll see faces sometimes when it's not there, if it sees the right patterns, dots and lines, you know what I mean? The mask that was stolen from me, it is called Majora's Mask. Hey, we're playing that game, he said it. It is an accursed item from legend that is said to have been what used by an ancient tribe in its dark rituals or something like that. It is said that an evil and wicked power is bestowed upon the one who wears that mask. According to legend, the troubles caused by Majora's mask were so great. Ooh. Fucking nuclear warfare broke out. The ancient ones, fearing such catastrophe, sealed the mask in shadow forever, preventing its misuse. But now that tribe from the legend has vanished, so no one really knows what the true nature of that mask's power. Or no one really knows the nature of that true mask's power. So yeah, it's very similar to the tribe that they talk about in Twilight Princess, an ancient tribe that was fucking dark and powerful or whatever. But I feel it. I went to great lengths to get that legendary mask when I finally had it. I could sense the doom of a dark omen brewing. It was that unwelcome feeling that makes your hair stand on end. And now that fucking random fucking rat has it. He shanked me for it, Link. I'm begging you. Bro's literally begging. And you know, his presence in Ocarina of Time was really just kind of something strange as well. Yeah, the 4 areas outside of town, the 4 swamp areas that, there's only one swamp area. Go through the gate ahead will take us to the swamp. Yeah, the 4 areas that Termina's divided into. But there's a good little bit you can do in Clocktown right off the bat. You can at least start some side quests. The main thing you want to do, you know, as the Bomber Kid so racistly implied, you know, if only you were human, you could become an actual member. That's kind of your cue there to come back as a kid, you know, as a normal. What do you want, guy? Hey, what's up? Respectable young man? Oh. Clearly painful. Yeah, that was me. That was Human Link. Are you the guy who just popped that up there? Wow. Did you do that with your spit? That was fucking disgusting. You want to join my team? You already know the code, but this isn't to get the code. This is to get the Bomber's Notebook, which is basically how you track all your side quests. God damn it. Hey, what happened? Aw. Ew, get away from me. Yeah. You fucking little dirty racist brat. So yeah, now you're officially a bomber. It allows you to keep track of people's schedules. That's not weird. And yeah, everybody will have a dynamic... Well, not everybody, but everybody who does have a more dynamic schedule, a quest line, whatever, it'll show up here. Some people are one and done. You just get the shit done during the day. And for other people, it's like throughout multiple days. Most notably, there's the Anju and Cafe quest, which we can at least start that. Oh yeah, speaking of. You pretty much always want to do that. You'll see people notably walk slower and shit. Welcome to the Stockpot Inn. Are you staying the night? Yeah. I'm Link. So yeah, it doubles as a way of letting you know whether or not somebody's important, somebody's worth looking into and talking to, you know. A lot of people will get distinct names and roles compared to what they were before. Doo-doo-doo. Don't speak to her right now. She's a bitch. Hey, guy. Quit being a hater. Judo's very good at it. Maybe we should add some spins. The Rosa sisters. Some people move a little more dynamically than others, but they'll still basically revolve around the same routines. Oh, this is just the other one. So on and so forth. So like there's the 6 distinct periods of time throughout the 3-day cycle that shit'll happen. Oh, a tortoise. Did you finish helping your father? I don't have a father. And yeah, this is another way to this is another way to skip time. You'll fall asleep through it though. If you manage to stay awake somehow, you know, figuring out the game and whatnot, you'll get a heart piece for it. The milk bar, you gotta have a fucking fake driver's license to buy some milk. We're called a milk bar, and we serve the milk of the night. What the fuck is the milk of the night? Our most popular, of course, is Chateau Romani. Of course, it's a vintage milk. Short on stock, road south of the milk road, someone's prank, blocked off by a huge boulder. So see, it's like a whole ass fucking... If this was Skyrim, you'd get the fucking text up there, fucking milk procedure or some shit. Another thing too is to remember that you got the owl statues here. That way you don't have to play the Song of Time and reset everything. You can properly save, you know, your progress literally just right here. But it'll boot you back to the title screen, you know what I'm saying? This is assuming you need to stop playing and then you want to pick the game back up later. The next time you open the file, you'll restart at day 1 with the status you had when you last saved using the Song of Time. So the Song of Time is like your hard save, and this is just like effectively like a save state.